let's take a look at section 2, building a Breakout arcade game clone. Now, if I click open the contents to reveal all the lectures, you can see there's lots, there's 29 in fact. And I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of each one because it won't all make sense until you've fully watched the lectures that go previously. However, it's important that we take a look at the structure of this course. So, to start with, we create the project in Android Studio. But then if you look at lecture 13, the next lecture, learn about the Android activity. This is a theory lesson, and this is the pattern throughout this section. We'll do something productive, then we'll learn about something, then we'll do a bit more productive, and then we'll learn about something. There are several theory sections throughout this section. In addition to this structure for this section, if we scroll down a little here, we can see here we have a lecture 16, run the game so far on the Android emulator. You'll see this repeated throughout the entire section. We will run the game to see our progress at every possible opportunity. We will do that 6 or 7 times throughout this section. So once you've done some coding, watch some theory, put it into practice, you can then actually see the results and compare them to the results that I've got, so you can see whether you may need to go back and do some tweaking. The other thing that's really important to understand before we get started for this section is the course resources that come with it. Right underneath lecture 11, you can see here it says Breakout zip. We need to download this and open it up and take a look before we get started. All you need to do is click on it like I did then, and your download will appear here. Obviously, if you're using a different web browser to mine, yours will be a slightly different process. But let's drag that zipped folder there, and then we can right click on it, extract all, and take a look at the contents. Let's take a look at the contents now. So inside there's a single folder that says Breakout. We can click into there. Now there's 2 folders and a file. If you click into Assets, you'll see 5 files. They're sound effects. We'll use them later in the project, and I'll prompt you exactly when to use them and exactly what to do with them. I'm just letting you know they're there. Go back to the main Breakout folder, and we have an Android manifest file. That's quite a complicated technical code file, but again, when we need that, I'll let you know exactly how to use it. Actually, when we come to use it, you'll see that the Android manifest file is generated automatically for us by Android Studio, but there's just one line in there that we need to add, and you could refer to this file if you wanted to copy and paste it for accuracy rather than typing it in. Where most of the code is inside the Java folder. Let's have a look. The structure of the folders is quite long, but just keep clicking into them and eventually you'll see ball, bat, breakout activity, breakout engine, brick. Now I'm not going to explain any of the code now because we go into it all in detail. Just need to know that it's there. These are the classes which go together to make our entire game. So for example, if you click into the ball file, you'll see all the code laid out there. Now I will code each and every section and line on video and zoom in where appropriate so that you can copy the code down, but you might like to refer to these code files as and when we code them so you can copy and paste to move along quicker. Then you can sit back and relax more and just listen to the explanations and progress more quickly. But they're the code files. Now, a quick warning about the code files. You can't just drag and drop them into Android Studio. It won't work. When you generate your Android Studio project, it's created slightly unique to your specific project. So if you just drag and drop my code files into Android Studio, it's not going to work because it's slightly different. You will need to create the project, which is what we do at the very start of the Breakout section, and you will need to individually, through the Android Studio user interface, create each of the empty classes. At that point, you could then copy and paste the code from the code files into your newly created classes. And what you would need to do is look very carefully at the files that you create in Android Studio, and at the top of the line you'll see this, top of the page, sorry, you'll see this one line here that begins with the word package. That will be unique to your project. So you would then need to copy from there, the next line under the line that starts with package, all the way down to there, and replace into your project what you've copied, everything except for the first line starting package in your project. Now, that's not the way I recommend you do it. I recommend you go through it all and either type in or copy and paste the small sections as and when we explain them. But if you want to cheat, if you just want to get it running as quick as possible, you want to copy and paste, one, you need to create your own project. Two, you need to create each of the class files individually, and we go through that section creating them one at a time. And if you want to cheat and copy and paste, you need to leave the line that says package in your file and paste all the code except for the line that says package from the course resources. That's all we need to know to get started.